What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be putting Shaquille O'Neal in the modern NBA. And we are going to be putting him on the Golden State Warriors. As we all know, the Golden State Warriors need a big man, and they've been needing a big man for a really long time. And I think this could push them over the hump. And of course, Shaquille O'Neal is a beast inside the paint. So we're going to surround him around shooters. Of course, we have Stephen Curry. We're probably going to keep Buddy Hield. We are going to look to upgrade the small forward position from Andrew Wiggins, possibly to a better three-point shooter. And we may keep Draymond Green around for defensive reasons. I don't know, but I'll show you guys the trades we're going to be making here. And I even heard Shaquille O'Neal say on a podcast before, if he had to choose one team to be on, what team would it be in the modern NBA? And he said the Golden State Warriors, because he would love to be around three-point shooters. That way, every time he gets double teamed, he tosses it out to a good three-point shooter like Steph, Buddy Hield, and they get open looks. So that's what we're going to be doing here today, and I'll show you guys the trades we make along the way. So this is the first trade we're going to try making for Lauri Markkanen. Of course, we all know there's been a bunch of rumors of him joining the Golden State Warriors. And I also heard that the Utah Jazz are really interested in Brendan Pajemski. And if they want to trade Lauri Markkanen, Brendan Pajemski would have to be a part of the deal, even ahead of Jonathan Kuminga, which is pretty crazy. But Brendan Pajemski could be a really good player in the future, so I kind of understand that. But we're going to be throwing them Andrew Wiggins, Brendan Pajemski, and a 2025 first round unprotected pick. And let's see if they accept. And they do not, so we're probably going to have to throw in another first rounder, and yup, that gets it done. Now we have Lauri Markkanen, Shaquille O'Neal, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Buddy Hield as our starting five. I think as of right now, we're going to keep Kuminga on the team. Even though he's not the best three-point shooter, I think he could be a good six-man for us. So as of right now, this is a team we're going to be rolling with. In free agency, I'm just going to fill out the roster basically, and then we'll get right into the first season. We're going to be pulling off one last trade for Isaiah Stewart, and we also get a really valuable first round pick in return. Isaiah Stewart, we can move the small forward, and he's a good three-point shooter and also a good defender, and he plays really well in 2K simulations, whereas Moses Moody in 2K simulations does not play well at all. His efficiency is always horrible for some reason, and Gary Payton isn't really a three-point shooter. So Isaiah Stewart will be our backup small forward, and that's probably going to be the last trade we make here. So let's see if he goes up in overall, and he goes down one in overall, but that's fine. Yeah, now I'll see you guys in the starting of season number 1. So we're starting season number 1, and this is what our starting 5 will be looking like. Stephen Curry, Buddy Hield, Lauri Markkanen, Draymond Green, Shaquille O'Neal, and then off the bench we're going to have Jonathan Kuminga, DeAnthony Melton, Isaiah Stewart, and Trayce Jackson-Davis. Draymond Green did regress a lot. As you guys can see, he's only at 81 overall right now. He was at 84, and Buddy Hield went down by 1. So at the trade deadline, we may trade Draymond Green, because I know he's just going to regress even more, or we may do that in the off season. I want to keep him around, but the regression is going to be crazy. And of course, I'm going to raise a shot tendency on Shaquille O'Neal. It's already at a 99, and then Stephen Curry at a 99 should be good. And Lauri Markkanen looks good. We'll lower Jonathan Kuminga a little bit down to like 70. Draymond Green is fine, and so is Buddy Hield. So I'll either be seeing you guys at the trade deadline or at the end of season number 1. I doubt we're going to make any trades because I think our team's already pretty good. Game number 1, we do win. Let's see how Shaquille O'Neal played. And He only had 18 points and barely any rebounds, but 3 blocks. And it was his first game with the Golden State Warriors. I think he's only going to get better. System proficiency is 4 stars. For some reason, Shaquille O'Neal doesn't really have a high system proficiency like Stephen Curry does. I don't know why, but yeah, I'll see you guys here soon. Hopefully at the end of the season in the playoffs. We are here at the end of the season. We still have 1 game remaining, and we are the best team in the NBA at the moment. We have 64 wins and 17 losses, with the best points per game and one of the best defenses and the #1 best point differential. And let me show you guys the player stats because you guys are about to be pretty surprised. Stephen Curry led the way, putting up MVP numbers, 30 points per game, 7 assists, and then right behind him was Shaquille O'Neal with 25, 14 rebounds, and 4 assists, along with 2.5 blocks per game. So clearly, Shaquille O'Neal on this team just made us 100 times better, and Lauri Markkanen also. 20 points per game from him, really good efficiency, shot 43 from deep and almost 50% from the field. Buddy Hield, also a really good get for us. Amazing 3-point shooter, put up 15 points per game and 5 assists. That would be his season high assists. And a steal a game, shooting 44% from deep and 47 from the field. Jonathan Kuminga, 6-man. 12 points, and then the rest of the team here. And let's see if we can get our 65th win, and we do. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wins MVP. I forgot to show you guys, Steph Curry and Shaquille O'Neal were in the race for winning MVP, but clearly Shai won it. Alex R wins Rookie of the Year. Naz Reid wins 6th Man of the Year, almost 20 points per game. That's crazy. Wemby wins Depoy. Azar Thompson wins Most Improved Player. And then Anthony Davis Clutch Player. Steve Kerr wins Coach of the Year. And we also get Executive of the Year. Let's see if we have anyone here. And we do have Shaquille O'Neal on All NBA second team. And we have Stephen Curry on All NBA third team. Jalen Brunson on All NBA third team also. As we all know, well, you guys may know, he took a huge pay cut, like $114 million pay cut just to stay with the New York Knicks, which is crazy. We're probably going to get Shaquille O'Neal here. Yes, we do, on All Defensive second team. Let's see who we're going to be facing up in the playoffs for round #1. And it's our rivals, the Sacramento Kings. And this time around, they have DeMar DeRozan. Somehow they're still a play-in team. When I rebuilt them, we did really good, but clearly it's not working out for them right now. Let me fix up our player minutes, and then we'll jump right into the playoffs. So here are our playoff minutes. Stephen Curry, 40 minutes, and Shaquille O'Neal, 40 minutes, and then Lauri Markkanen, 36, and then this is what our bench will be looking like as of right now. Let's see if we can defeat the Sacramento Kings, which I think we should be able to do pretty easily, but they win game 1. Okay, Kevin Huerter with 24, Keegan Murray 21. Damn. Game 2 we win. There we go. Stephen Curry with 46, Shaquille O'Neal with a double-double. Can we go up 2-1? And we do. Let's see how our team played, and there we go. Steph Curry with 35, Shaquille O'Neal with a double-double. Buddy Hield's playing really well for us also. Let's see if we can go up 3-1, and we do not, which is pretty crazy. But we are up 3-2 now. Curry a double-double, 34 from Buddy Hield. And Shaquille O'Neal with 23. He's not playing as good as he was in the regular season. It could be he's not taking as many shots, but yeah, I don't know. Let's see if we're going to beat the Sacramento Kings here. And oh my God, they're pushing us to game 7. Okay, let's see if we're going to get eliminated in the first round, which would be Embarrassing. But so far, we have a crazy big lead on them. As long as we can keep this, everything looks good. And yep, we are going to win in game 7. Stephen Curry, 39. Shaquille O'Neal had 23 rebounds and 24 points. But now we have the Denver Nuggets, who of course have Jokic, Jamal Murray, same exact team they have in real life. But now they have Ben Shepherd as their shooting guard, who's actually shooting really well from deep. Let's see if we can defeat this team. Game 1, we lose. Jokic is going off. Let me come up with the coach game plan here because I want, obviously, Shaquille O'Neal to guard Jokic the whole time. So that's what I'm going to adjust. I adjusted a few things. I put Draymond Green on Michael Porter Jr. And then I put Shaquille O'Neal on Jokic. Let's see if that helps at all. And we do win with Curry 32 points. Shaquille O'Neal had a double-double. And we are up 2-1, which is really great. Jokic is playing amazing, but Shaquille O'Neal's defense seems to be helping. Are we going to go up 3-1? And we cannot. Shaquille O'Neal did play amazing, but still we fell short. Alright, sorry about that, you guys. I'm back. And now let's see if we can go up 3-2 against the Denver Nuggets. Maybe we adjust the minutes a little bit. I honestly don't know. Maybe hire them for Lauri Markkanen. I think that would be the smart move here. But I'm going to have to go to coach game plan and also do that. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So, yeah, there we go. Now it should be good. And let's see if we're able to go up 3-2 against the Denver Nuggets. It's a really close game. So far, we do have the lead, but it looks like we are going to lose. By 9 points, Shaquille O'Neal is playing good, but not as good as I would want him to. He's not taking as many shots for some reason. And he did stop Jokic. Jokic only shot 6 for 14, but the rest of their team is obviously amazing. So let's see if we're going to be able to come back from this. So far, it's looking good, but okay, the first half we do have the lead. And we are going to keep the lead, and we win by 11 points. Shaquille O'Neal went off this game, 37 points, 12 rebounds. Curry had 30 points, but he healed 17 for Markkanen. Let's see how Jokic played. Jokic had a triple-double, so he played really well also, but now it's game 7. Let's see if we're going to defeat them, or are we going to get eliminated in the second round. It's a really close game. Oh, God. And we win by 4 points, which is crazy. Stephen Curry with 41, Buddy Hield 22, 19-point double-double from Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal's also a really good playmaker, so maybe that's why he's not shooting as much. I don't know. And he's playing really well defense, which is coming in handy for us. And now we have the Minnesota Timberwolves, who are starting Naz Reid over Karl Anthony Towns at the moment. Have they been doing this the whole time? They have not. I'm going to come up with the coach game plan for sure against this team, because this is a really good team. So I'm probably going to put Draymond on either Naz Reid or Karl Anthony Towns. And then Shaquille O'Neal either on Rudy or Karl Anthony Towns. I don't know yet, but let me come up with a coach game plan. So for the coach game plan, what I did is I put Draymond Green on Naz Reid, and then I put Shaquille O'Neal on Karl Anthony Towns. Because, of course, other than Anthony Edwards, they're the number 2 and 3 option. And we don't really have anyone that can guard Anthony Edwards, but we do have someone who can possibly slow down Naz Reid and Karl Anthony Towns. So let's see if that works out in our favor. In game 1, we lose. And they also have Rob Dillingham, who's playing really well for this team. He only missed one shot. And we're down 2-0. Oh god, we're probably gonna have to make some trades in the offseason if we lose, and it looks like we are gonna get eliminated in game 6. So now in the finals we have the Cavaliers versus the Timberwolves, and the Timberwolves go on to win the championship with Anthony Edwards as your finals MVP. And now I'm gonna skip through all of this stuff. I don't think we have a pick because I believe we traded it for Lauri Markkanen, but I'm probably going to be trading away Draymond Green and a few other players this offseason because Steph Curry is going to start to regress, and I want to win him and Shaquille O'Neal a championship together before that happens. And Stephen Curry's already trying to retire, which is crazy because I've never seen him try to retire this early in any rebuild that I've done. At 37 years old, one season in, he's already trying to retire, so we may only have one more season with him. I hope he doesn't really retire next season, but it looks like he will be, so of course we're going to have to make a ton of moves this offseason and hopefully make us a championship team. So it looks like we do have a lottery pick, the 14th pick that we acquired from the Detroit Pistons when we traded for Isaiah Stewart. I don't know if it's protected. Let's see. And it's not protected. So we get the 14th overall pick. And I'll be showing you guys who we're going to be selecting at the 14th overall pick once I'm done with staff signing. For staff signing. And honestly, we don't really need anyone in the NBA draft right now because of course their overall is going to be low, and our team is already basically all signed. Like, I extended Lauri Markkanen on a 4-year deal. I extended DeAnthony Melton, and I believe that was it, but we're going to have to bring back Jonathan Kuminga. I don't know if we're going to have the money to do that, but I'll sign up power forward possibly just in case we can't bring him back. So number 1 is Ace Bailey to the Toronto Raptors, Cooper Flagg to the Memphis Grizzlies. I see him going to the Memphis Grizzlies a lot of times in these NBA drafts. And then Drake Powell goes number 3. Let's see who we can select here. We can get Jaleel Bethia, a lot of shooting guards, and the power forward we can possibly get is not really up there in overall as high as these two players here. What I think we're going to do is select one of these two players and then possibly throw them in a trade. This guy can shoot the three-pointer, good perimeter defender. This guy's a really good player too. Let's go ahead and select him. Okay, he's a shooting guard. If we select this guy and move him to small forward, he's going to jump up in overall, so that's what we're going to do here. He is a 76 overall. Yep, 76. And then when we push him to small forward, let's see how much he's going to go up in overall. He's going to go up by 1. Not as much as I expected, but hopefully we can use him in a trade. I'm probably going to pull off a trade for Draymond Green right now. As I said, we're going to be trading away Draymond Green, and we're going to try acquiring Scottie Barnes from the Toronto Raptors. Of course, we're going to have to give up a lot for a player like Scottie Barnes, which we're ready to do. So let's see if we're able to pull this trade off here. We're probably going to have to throw in the rookie we got in the lottery in the NBA draft, who has 2.5-star value, and then probably a first-round pick. Maybe even 2 first-rounders. I don't know. Yeah, this isn't going to get it done. Let's see if they'll settle for 2 seconds, and they still do not agree. 1 more first, and they're not going to agree. Okay, there we go. They agreed with 1 more second-round pick. And we can move Scottie Barnes a small forward, and he jumps up like crazy in overall. And then we can move Lauri Markkanen to power forward, and he goes up in overall. And we can possibly even trade Lauri Markkanen. I'm not sure yet. It's not giving us... oh yeah, we don't have player team option on Jonathan Kuminga, but we are going to be able to give him the qualifying offer, and let's see if we have enough cap space to bring him back. It looks like we will have enough cap space to bring him back, which is a really good move. We're also going to be trading away Buddy Hield because he's only going to regress, which is going to suck because he honestly played really well for us the previous season, but it is what it is, and we're trying to win Shaquille O'Neal and Steph Curry a championship. So let's sign back Jonathan Kuminga, and we will be able to bring him back, which is a good thing for us. We can renounce the rights on Lester Canones. We'll leave it for Lindy Waters. So now I'll see you guys either at player progression or the start of season number 2. We're going to be trying to get Herb Jones in for Buddy Hield. He's an amazing defender, can shoot the 3-ball, and we don't really need a high-scoring shooting guard anymore since we got Scotty Barnes on the team. We're going to try giving up Buddy Hield, Santos, and Kevon Looney for Herb Jones. And they already have DeJounte Murray, so they don't really need Herb Jones anymore. But let's see if they accept this trade. And they do. So now we have a starting 5 of Stephen Curry, Herb Jones, Scotty Barnes, Lauri Markkanen, and Shaquille O'Neal. So now I'm just going to fill out the rest of our roster, and I'll see you guys at the start of season number 2. So for season number 2, this is what our rotation is looking like. Stephen Curry, Herb Jones, Scotty Barnes, Lauri Markkanen, Shaquille O'Neal, and then off the bench we have Jonathan Kuminga, who's up to an 85 overall. DeAnthony Melton, Isaiah Stewart, and Trayce Jackson-Davis was also up to an 81 overall, which is pretty crazy, but he's not going to get too much playing time because we have Shaquille O'Neal, obviously. And Jonathan Kuminga, even though he went up in overall, his 3-point shooting is still the same, which kind of sucks. But let's see how this team does. I'll be seeing you guys either at the end of this season or at the trade deadline to make a trade. So we are here at the trade deadline, and we are going to be trading away DeAnthony Melton. He's not playing well at all coming off the bench as our backup point guard. His defense is there, but his offense is horrible compared to the previous season. And in return, we get Devin Carter, who's having a phenomenal season. And he's a really good defender too. A+ perimeter defense, A+ 3-point shooting, which will help us a lot. And we can move him over to point guard since he is only 6'2" and he's a good playmaker, rebounder, defender, and offensive player. So it's a win for us. And we're going to pull that trade off there. And now we have Devin Carter as our backup point guard. I'm going to obviously move him over to point guard and probably give him a few more minutes. Around 20 minutes per game, I think, should be fine for him. And we're going to roll with this team here. We're playing really well so far. Our whole team's playing really well as of right now. Scotty Barnes is having an amazing season. So is Steph Curry. Even at age 37, Herb Jones, and then Shaquille O'Neal. He's not scoring as much as the previous season, but that's obviously because of how much firepower we added to the team. So yeah, that's probably the last trade we're going to be pulling off here. So I'll be seeing you guys at the end of this season. So at the end of season number 2, we were the 1 seed once again. We still have 1 game remaining. We played better than we did in the previous season. So far, we have 67 wins and 14 losses, and we still have 1 game remaining. We were the best points per game team in the NBA, and our defense kind of fell. We were the best defense with DeAnthony Melton, or the second best actually, but since we traded him, we're not the second best anymore. I don't know if that's the reason why or what the reason could be, but we still have the best point differential, and then our 3-point shooting is still up there. Let me show you guys the player stats here. Our team played amazing once again. Curry was the leading scorer with 27 points and 8 assists per game. Really good efficiency. And then we had Shaquille O'Neal with 23.5 points, 12.5 rebounds, and 4 assists, along with a steal and 2.5 blocks. And then Scotty Barnes really stepped up for us. I did raise his shot tendency, that way he shoots more buckets because it's really low in 2K for him. As you guys can see in the previous season, he only scored 13 points per game. Lauri Markkanen, 19 points per game. Crazy good efficiency. Devin Carter played really well for us. 13 points, 12 from Kuminga. And then Herb Jones, 10. Really good efficiency and amazing defense. Isaiah Stewart did not play as well as he did in the previous season, but it is what it is. Let's see if we can win 68 games, and we do. Shaquille O'Neal wins MVP. Okay, I'll take that, because this may be our last season. I did extend Curry one more year. He was down to do that, so let's see if he's gonna retire or not. But I still have a feeling he's going to be retiring. Cooper Flag wins Rookie of the Year. Rob Dillingham, Sixth Man of the Year. Wemby wins Depoy once again. Nikola Topic, Most Improved. Donovan Mitchell, Clutch. Steve Kerr, Coach of the Year. And we also win Executive of the Year. Shaquille O'Neal is on All NBA First Team. Do we get Curry? We do, on All NBA Third Team once again. For some reason, Shaquille O'Neal isn't on defensive team, which makes no sense because his defense was amazing, but it is what it is. Let's see who we're gonna go up against in the first round, and it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. The team that defeated us in the previous season is somehow a play-in team now, which makes absolutely no sense. Could be that they don't have Naz Reid on the team anymore. Well, that is basically the reason, because that's the only change they really have to this team is Naz Reid not being there. Let me adjust our player minutes, and then we'll jump right into the playoffs. So as of right now, this is what the player minutes will be looking like. Off the bench, we have Kuminga, Devin Carter, Isaiah Stewart, and then Trace Jackson Davis. Let's go game by game and see if we can defeat this team. Game 1, we do win. Scotty Barnes with 39 points. Shaq with 30 points and 20 rebounds. Amazing game from our team. And we do win game number 2. Shaquille O'Neal with 40 points and 18 rebounds this time. Steph Curry also had a double-double, and so did Scotty Barnes. So we had 3 players with double-doubles. Let's see if we can go up 3-0, which we do. Steph Curry with 27 points. Shaquille O'Neal, 26-point double-double. Scotty Barnes, 19-point double-double. And are we going to sweep this team? And we do. Even though Anthony Edwards had 50 points, we still defeated this team. Our team went absolutely off. Shaquille O'Neal is playing amazing. Hopefully he keeps playing like this. And now we have the OKC Thunder, who have Markelle Fultz at the number 2 at the shooting guard position. Basically the same exact team, but they have Nikola Topic, who they drafted, and of course Isaiah Hartenstein, who they got in that free agency. And they do have Andrew Wiggins. They acquired him either in free agency or a trade, it looks like, because we sent him to Utah. And honestly, he played really well there, and now he's on the OKC Thunder. Let's see how we do against this team. Game 1, we win. Holy, Curry had a triple-double. Here are our player stats. Herb Jones went off also. Game 2, we also win. Curry with a double-double. Shaq with a double-double. Are we going to go up 3-0? And we do not. Oh my god, and they're catching right back up. Now we're going to have to jump into Simcast. This team's a really good team, so... And it looks like so far they're winning, but are we going to win in the end? And we do by 5 points. Curry with 39-point double-double. Shaq with a 24-point double-double. Their team is obviously going off as well. Let's see how Shea's playing. 25 points per game. Cat Holmgren, 25 points per game. I'm going to come up with a coach game plan here for the last game. I want to make sure Shaq is guarding Chet at all times because his efficiency is insane right now. And I think obviously Shaq can slow him down. He's like 200 more pounds than him. Well, like 150 more pounds than him. So let me do that and we'll get back into this. Game 6 it would be? Yeah, game 6. So I put Shaq on Chet. Hopefully that slows him down. Let's see if we can win in game 6. So far we have the lead, but they're pushing back and it's a really close game, but we do win by 10 points. Shaq with a double-double, Scotty Barnes with the triple-double. Let's see how Chet played. He still played really well, but where's Shea? Okay, Shea barely shot the ball. No wonder they lost this game. Yeah, that's good for us. But now we're either going to have, okay, the New Orleans Pelicans, who I believe had the second best point differential, and they do have Kevon Looney now, who they acquired from us, and also Buddy Hield, who's playing pretty good for them off the bench. And Kevon Looney is obviously a really good rebounder. We may have to come up with a coach game plan for this team. Yeah, I'm going to come up with a coach game plan most definitely. And then we'll get right into simulating. So I put Shaquille O'Neal on Zion Williamson. I don't know how smart that's going to be, but I guess we'll find out. And then I put Scotty Barnes on Brandon Ingram. And I should have put Herb Jones on someone, which I totally forgot to do. So let me do that also, and then we'll get right back into this. So now I put Herb Jones on DeJounte Murray, so he's going up against his old team. Let's see if we can defeat this team and go to the NBA Finals. Game 1, we win. Shaq with a double-double, Curry with a double-double, and Scotty Barnes with a double-double. Amazing performance, but can we go up 2-0? And we do. Scotty Barnes, 31, 30-point double-double from Curry. Shaq got fouled out, but he went 7 from 7 from the floor. Let's see if we can go up 3-0, and we cannot. CJ McCollum went off. Shaq did also, but it wasn't enough clearly, and they're going to catch right back up. Oh god. Let's jump into Simcast now and see if we can beat this team and go up 3-2. It's a really close game, man. Oh god. And we win by 10 points in the end. 32-point double-double from Curry, double-double from Shaq, and a double-double from Lauri Markkanen. In the last period we went off. So that's how we got that win, which is really good for us. And let's see if we can defeat them in game 6. I hope we don't go to a game 7. And it looks like so far it's a really close game, but we took that right back. Holy, I thought we were about to lose that game there. Shaq wins Western Conference Finals MVP. And then the Orlando Magic are also in the finals. Paulo Banchero wins Eastern Conference Finals MVP. So in the last period, we outscored them by 10. I thought we were honestly going to lose. As fast as that was simulating, I had a feeling I was about to say, and we are going to lose. And right when I was about to say that, we won that game. But now we have the Orlando Magic, who have the same exact team. They also all obviously added Caldwell Pope, Franz Wagner. I'm going to come up with a coach game plan for this team also because they're obviously in the finals for a reason. So let me fix that up and then we'll jump back into simulating. So I came up with a pretty good game plan in what I think is a good game plan. I put Scotty Barnes on Paulo Banchero, Lauri Markkanen on Franz Wagner, and then Wendell Carter is playing really well, so we put Shaq on him, and then Herb Jones on Jalen Suggs. Let's see if we're able to win Steph and Shaq a championship in their last year together. Game 1 goes to us. Steph went off 34 points, so did Shaq with a 21-point double-double. Can we win game 2? And we do. Shaq with 33-point double-double, nearly had a triple-double. Curry with 32. If we can go up 3-2, oh yes, we do. That's what I'm talking about. And clearly, Scotty Barnes' defense is working on Paulo Banchero. Yeah, it's working on him, that's for sure. Shaq with 22 points and 22 boards. Curry had 15 points. Scotty Barnes 16, 5 and 5. And are we gonna sweep this team? Let's see. We'll jump into Simcast for this last game, I hope. I hope it's the last game, but let's see. Really close game, but we do win. And there you go. The Golden State Warriors have won a championship with Shaquille O'Neal and Stephen Curry in the 2025-26 season. And Stephen Curry is probably going to be retiring. He did shoot only 3 for 15, which kind of sucks, but he still had a double-double, which is really good. And their team played good, but not good enough for Shaq and Curry. And there you go. The Golden State Warriors have won a championship. Shaquille O'Neal wins finals MVP, 25 points per game, 17 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 blocks. Let me show you guys what the player stats were looking like in the playoffs. Steph Curry led the way in the whole playoffs with 26 points, 26 from Shaquille O'Neal, 20.5 from Lauri Markkanen, 20 from Scotty Barnes, 12 from Herb Jones, 9 from Kuminga, and then the rest of the bench. Now let's see how we played in the finals. So Shaquille O'Neal led us in the NBA Finals with 25 points, 17 rebounds, and 5 assists. Curry also went off, even though his efficiency wasn't the best. It was probably because he was shooting a lot of three-pointers. Let's see how he shot from 3. Yeah, he shot pretty good, 36% from deep. And he still averaged a double-double, 23.5 points, 7 assists. What did I do? I messed this up. There we go. And then Lauri Markkanen, 20 points, 15 from Scotty Barnes. Getting Scotty Barnes and Herb Jones honestly helped us out a lot because they bring defense and offense. Even though Herb Jones' efficiency was horrible in the NBA Finals, he still did his thing defensively and still got us 13 buckets a game. And he shot really well from deep in the whole playoff series, which is well. Yeah, this was putting Shaquille O'Neal in the modern NBA. We paired him up with Steph and Curry in the Golden State Warriors, and in the end, we won a championship. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to drop a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new for more NBA 2K24 content. And if you guys have any suggestions on any videos, make sure to drop it down below. Any type of suggestion at all, like this type of video, we brought Shaquille O'Neal back in the modern NBA. It could be literally any idea, any team rebuild you guys would want to see. Make sure to comment down below. And thank you guys for watching. Until next time, it's your boy Dragon, and I'm out. Peace.